Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Without any further ado, let's get right back to where we left off last time. Right here. As the tavern clears for the day, I finally have time to sit down and relax. As I am sitting there, Waltz pulls up a chair and sits in front of me. Hello, Princess. I heard from Anis that you were excellent at your job today. Congratulations on improving. Princess? So you're mocking me now, too? Princess, I think you're taking things too seriously. The intention of a compliment is to, well, compliment someone. We're not making fun of you. You are implying that I am not normally as good at this. We never said you weren't good at this, only that you were better today. Let me give you an example. I put on puppet shows for kids. Sometimes the children come to me and say that the show is even better than usual. So the children are telling you that your shows aren't normally satisfactory. Not at all. The children always smile, regardless of whether they really like the show. So as long as you're trying your best, that's all that matters. The people in the bar are always smiling when you deliver food to them, aren't they? Oops. No. No one likes me here. Maybe if you smiled, they would smile back. I am not going to smile for any of them. I do not owe them anything. You don't need to owe anyone a smile. A smile that isn't owed is fake. Princess. I am leaving, Waltz. I want some time to myself. I walk upstairs to my bedroom, pointedly ignoring the look of sadness on Waltz's face. God, I'm a bitch. I have been sleeplessly laying on my bed for hours. Sometimes I hear the sounds of people walking through the hallway. Who would be up at this time of night? Well, I am. I need to leave and get some fresh air. It is eerily quiet at night. Oh. I stop when I hear faint sounds coming from outside. What is that? Well, the guide tells me to remain inside, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. On second thought, maybe it would be dangerous. I turn and see Delora looking at me with amusement flickering in her eyes. Did you come down to visit Mr. Broom or something? I didn't know you two had gotten so close. We haven't. It was a joke, Princess. You really don't have a sense of humor, do you? I think it is you who does not have the sense of humor. Snappy as a crocodile, as always. So what are you doing down here? Couldn't sleep? Me too. I heard some sounds. I just wanted to see where they were coming from. Oops. I keep getting pop-ups. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay, continue. Sounds? Are you really spooked by some sound from the forest? Or are you just too curious for your own good? Curiosity killed the cat, you know. I did not ask for your opinion, witch. Well, the both of us could use some fresh air, don't you think? Oh. Yep, that means I'm winning over karma. I stared at her in surprise. Come on, I know a place we can go. Oh, this is beautiful. Ah, nice. Nice art. Good. That's really pretty. Delora and I eventually find ourselves in the forest. Those sounds. It sounds like metal against metal. Well, I guess with you being partnered with Karma, you would find out eventually. Excuse me? I get the answer to my question when we walk through the trees and come into a clearing. I finally see where the sounds are coming from. So beautiful! It's so beautiful! You're beautiful too, but you're beautiful! Sorry, I had to fangirl for a minute. Two men stand in the clearing, swords clashing. One of the men is Garland, who is poised with his sword. It takes me a moment to realize that the other is Karma, who isn't in dress. So it was he who was with Waltz that night? Neither he nor Garland took notice us at first. Princess, you're staring. Of course I am. What is all of this? A practice session. Karma is a very talented swordsman, and he practices at night with either Jurin or Garland, depending on who's not on patrol. Karma can use a sword that well. The king told me once that only knights could have such skill. Just who is Karma? Oh, if it isn't the princess. Shit. His voice is nothing like the feminine voice I always hear from him. Oh. I guess I should start using a more feminine voice for him when he's just in drag. Fuck. Okay. I've given him, like, my deep British voice for his women form too. Maybe I should give it a more a lighter voice like this, or maybe a more robust or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Karma actually sounds like a man, because he is one. I noticed him looking at me in between his strikes with a little smile. How does he remain so composed and steady with the distraction? Princess? Karma quickly finds an opening in Garland's hesitant stance and then pins him to the ground with his sword, still smiling. To be distracted is to die, Garland. I know. The ability to see distractions and then put them in the back of your mind is one every knight should own. You must know everything that is happening around you, but only deal with the pertinent things. Yes, sir! Karma straightens, sword in hand. Moments later, Garland stumbles to his feet and gives an obedient bow. Karma nods at him before sheathing his sword. A slow melancholy begins to creep into my heart. For some reason, seeing this sword practice makes me nostalgic, though I am not sure why. What are you practicing for? To protect, Princess. Knowing the sword is the same as knowing the shield. It's a means to protect. To protect? I think I remember having this kind of conversation with them before. Oh, I already forgot the voice I gave him. Fuck. I can never figure out how to encounter an opponent when they're mere inches from my face. My commander called that one the enemy's kiss. A standoff where your eyes lock onto your opponents because of the proximity. The best way to counter that is to feint the sword in the opposite direction. It throws your opponent off because they're not looking. Oh, that makes sense. But the enemy's kiss, what a name. It seems so dramatic for a sword move, doesn't it? Swordplay is dramatic though, isn't it? Isn't the most effective swordplay not meant to be flashy? Princess, I didn't notice you there. Good morning, Princess. Well, the most effective swordplay cannot be predicted. The commander says it needs to be robust. Robust! That's exactly the word I used earlier! Oh my god. Robust! I need to look that up, because I feel like I know what it means. You guys ever know a word, but you feel like you know what it means, but you really don't, and then you look it up, and then you're like, oh, that it does mean that. It's like, how did I know that word? It's like, how do you learn that word? It's like you've heard it before. It's so weird. It's so weird. The English language is just so weird, or just any language in general. I don't know if it's just me, but like, I would know words that I've never seen or heard, but I would know them, and I would know what they mean, and I would use them, and I'd be like, how did I know that word? It's so weird. Anyways, sorry about that. And quick. Sometimes swordplay can look like dancing, though, which is why some think that professionals are flashy. That seems unnecessary. Everyone has their own methods, their own skills. All of us knights fight for different reasons as well. Isn't it to protect all of us in the palace? Well, yes, but we protect everyone in the castle for different reasons, Princess. Ah, the knights protect for different reasons. I turned to Karma. But Karma, you are not a knight. No, I am most definitely not. But since Garland and Jordan begged me to teach them, I have somehow become their mentor. There's no way Garland and Jordan would do that. After all, the both of them were the best knights in Angeli before they were stripped of their titles. Karma actually speaks the truth. Jordan and I really did have to get down on our knees and beg for him to instruct us. What? Is Karma really so talented? So you are finally impressed with me. What do you think, Princess? I am the picture of elegance in this outfit, aren't I? I kind of spit a little bit saying that. You know, I don't know why you and Rumple fight so often. You really are very similar. Don't compare me to that fool. He has no class. Just because you come from different backgrounds doesn't mean he has less class. So the reason you were so tired today is because you do these practices at night? Oh, I suppose I've been caught red-handed. Why does this have to be a secret? Does it have to do with Karma's curse? But he's not in his disguise now. We could have been working on breaking our curses today. But no, you decided that staying up late into the night and practicing was more important. That was probably why you were grumpy this morning. Well, our protection is vital, don't you think? Garland, you were at the palace. How is that Karma possesses more skill with the sword than you? Princess! Karma is special, Princess. He's more talented with the sword than a lot of other people. And I do pride myself on being a splendid instructor. But never fear, Princess. I will help you dispel your curse. After all, you did suggest that we were still partners. Can you really help me with my curse? But how will he do that by just presenting opportunities? We'll try again tomorrow, darling. But for now, Garland and I have some more work to do. This time, Garland, do not lose focus. Yes, sir. The sound of swords carries through the night air, and for a long while, I stand with Delora watching the two men fight. Karma chides Garland often, telling him that his concentration is waning. Karma is a good swordsman, perhaps even better than the palace knights. His nimble swordplay repeats again and again in my head even when I return to the tavern for the night. Not the copyright music again. This music is copyrighted and I hate it. Okay, I gotta rush through this one. Jaybird, I've told you before that the knights are an unruly bunch. But Mother, they are so full of fun to watch. They are so fun to watch. They are dangerous, Jaybird. Any person with a sword has the potential to use it on you.
father says that those knights are supposed to protect me.
That they are, as that is their order. But as people they may not be so good, Jaybird.
Not so good?
The king has told you that the knights are meant to use swords to protect you, but you cannot trust them completely.
Even though father said they would help keep me safe?
Sometimes the people we trust are the most deceitful, and a man with a sword has a weapon to use against you. No matter what he says, be wary that he can turn on you. Haven't I told you before that you should not trust people?
But the knights are...
Even knights can be treacherous, Jaybird. Do not trust a man with a sword. He can be dangerous.
Yes, Mother, I understand.
Try to understand, my sweet. I only want you to be safe.
Yes, I understand.
God, our mother is a bitch. No wonder we turned out this way. Well, guys, I'm gonna end this episode here. If you enjoyed this episode of Cinderella Phenomenon, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!